I was going to say this was the worst fight I've ever seen, but having listened to the judges' scorecards, it's actually quite an interesting fight now, in hindsight. I was just watching the Box Nation coverage, and Steve Bunce has gone absolutely mental. He says it's the most sickening and disgusting, reprehensible decision he's ever seen in his entire career, and said that Vegas was a cesspit. And I think he made some comments suggesting that a Mayweather fighter on a Mayweather bill in a city that doesn't send Mayweather to prison. Very, very entertaining indeed. Mickey Bay, the money team's Mickey Bay, is the new lightweight champion of the world, having defeated Miguel Vazquez. Previously, Vazquez had only lost to Saul Canelo Alvarez and Tim Bradley, two fighters who would feature in most people's top 10 pound-for-pound lists. But you can now add Mickey Bay to that list, a lightweight who is not in BoxRec's top 50 lightweights. Incredible decision. On the fight itself, it was an absolutely terrible fight. The fighter styles did not gel at all. There were whole rounds where there was no clean action, no clean shots landed. There seemed to be a trend of jab, hold, jab, hold. Vazquez was incredibly awkward. He's so big for a lightweight. He's never lost at lightweight. His previous losses were at welterweight, but he's down at lightweight. He's had the belt since 2010. He's defended it 6 times. He's so awkward, so lanky for the weight. He punches from strange angles. It's all about sort of sneaking in a jab and then holding. Mickey Bay, more of a sort of counter puncher, very defensive, very passive. Neither guy seemed to carry a lot of great power. We went through 12 rounds. To be honest, if you put them to fight 24 rounds, do another 12, you still wouldn't expect to see a knockdown. The styles really didn't gel. It was a terrible fight. My instinct was Miguel Vazquez probably would win it. He seemed to do the slightly better stuff to my eye in a close fight, maybe 7-5 Vazquez. I've looked at people on Twitter, people on YouTube. The consensus seems to be Vazquez slightly ahead in a terrible fight. One thing to say is it's hard to score this one either way. So it goes to the judges' scorecards: 115, 113 Bay, 115, 113 Vazquez, and then out of nowhere 119, 109 Bay. Like an absolutely ludicrous scorecard. It was a terrible fight. There were a lot of rounds that could have gone either way, but the score at 119, 109 suggests a real dominant performance from Bay. And I think Bay's trainer, Floyd Mayweather Sr., was the most surprised guy out there. He looked like he thought they'd lost the fight. Bay looked like they thought, neither guy seemed sure that they'd won the fight afterwards. I think Barry Jones scored a draw. Steve Bunce said Vazquez won. But the 119, 109 scorecard is absolutely terrible. Similarly, in the first fight, the Angulo fight, there was a 99-89 in there, and whilst in that fight, the scorecard was slightly less reprehensible because Angulo definitely did lose that fight. To say 99-89 when Angulo clearly won the last 2 rounds was very, very bizarre. So there's 2 sort of slightly bizarre judging decisions, but this one certainly takes the biscuit. I can't explain the scorecard, and I imagine it's going to be one that is discussed into the future. Absolutely incredible. And Vazquez, I expected a lot more from him tonight, really. He just signed with Al Heyman, undefeated at lightweight. He's only lost to real big names, and to lose to Mickey Bay is not good for his career. I also think for both fighters, this is a huge opportunity for them, fighting on a massive bill. They're going to be watched by hundreds of thousands of people. The crowd were booing them. Twitter was going mental about how terrible the fight was. Nobody's ever going to want to see either of those two fight again. There's not going to be demand for them to be on PPV undercards. They're not going to, fans aren't going to want to buy tickets to see them fight. It was absolutely terrible. One of the most boring fights. It wasn't that it was one for the purists or one for the, hardcore fans, because I like sort of gritty boxing and sort of technical boxing, but this was just absolutely dreadful. But the decision does throw some intrigue on the fight, because 119, 109 is a crazy scorecard, and it makes you think what's going on. And with that Angulo card, with the with the card we've just seen in this fight, and then with Canelo Alvarez getting a split decision or a majority decision loss against Mayweather, it does make you wonder about the judging in Vegas, full stop. So maybe there'll be some more strange scorecards and upsets later on in the night. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend watching the fight. What I am interested in doing is hearing people's thoughts on the scoring. Is it as crazy as I think it is?